Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody? It's Buddean14 here, and I know I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks. I just haven't really felt like doing it. I know you guys hear this all the time, and plus I'm 3 days away from YouTube retirement, so I want to at least try to get 2 more videos out before that official retirement video drops in 3 days. So, for the first video of today, I'm me talking about music artists that should release a new album in 2024, because it's been a while since some music artists that I like released any new albums. So here's gonna be my list, guys. So let's go and get started. Alright, y'all, so up first I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga. Yes, I think Lady Gaga should definitely release a new album in 2024. That would be a great thing for any Lady Gaga fan, myself included. Been a big Lady Gaga fan since 2008, or since I discovered her album, The Fame, and her song Just Dance. But most importantly, the song Just Dance, because I don't think I got to hear the full album, I think, until like 2009 sometime, when I first got it on CD back in the day. Don't have the first version that I had on CD from 2009, but I did end up rebuying it in the late 2010s. So yeah, Lady Gaga, she hasn't released an album since 2020 with her album Chromatica, and I thought it was a really good album from Lady Gaga. It's more like dance pop for Lady Gaga, but I still thought it was a really solid album, and I think it's one of her best albums, to be honest, along with The Fame. So yeah, Lady Gaga definitely due for a new album come 2024, in my honest opinion, because I'm interested to see how she can follow up Chromatica. Put out an album that's better or just as good. That's what I expect from Lady Gaga, because she's a very great singer, songwriter, and dancer. So yeah, Lady Gaga easily makes the list for me, guys. Big fan of her. So next, I'm going to go with Eminem. I know I've talked about Eminem in previous videos like this, but I feel like Eminem's last 2 albums, Music to Be Murdered By and Revival, those may be 2 of Eminem's weakest albums throughout his discography easily. But I honestly think Eminem can bounce back and make better music like he used to in the early 2010s and 2000s, and even back to 1999 when he released his debut album, the Slim Shady LP. So yeah, Eminem, his last 2 albums, as I'm saying, haven't been all that great. They're lackluster at a maximum, if you ask me, but I do think Eminem can bounce back and make great music again if he actually put in the time and effort into his music. So yeah, Eminem, he's my next entry on the list after Lady Gaga. Next one, I'm going to go with Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande also hasn't released an album since 2020 with her Positions album, and meanwhile, I don't think it's one of her best. I still thought it had some good songs like the title track Positions, Off the Table with The Weeknd, 34 plus 35, Safety Net, I think that song had Ty Dolla $ign, I think that was the one that had Ty Dolla $ign. So yeah, Positions was a good album, but not one of my favorites from Ariana Grande in general, but I still thought it was a solid album for what it was. Could have been better, but it was still a good album. So Ariana, I did see some posts of her on Instagram where it looked like she was in a studio, potentially maybe working on a new album, so that'd be a great gift to have in 2024, a new album, and I'm hoping that maybe she can make a better album than Positions. Even though Positions was still solid, as I'm saying, it's just not one of her strongest, or it's not one of her strongest efforts to me, but I still liked the album for what it was. So yeah, Ariana Grande, my 3rd entry here. So my next entry, I'm probably going to go with Demi Lovato. I mean, she did release an album called Holy Fuck, I believe, in 2022. But since she's potentially back at making rock music, I'm wondering if she would ever return to pop, because I do like Demi's pop music, but I do kind of like her rock music a little bit more. But Demi Lovato, she's an amazing singer no matter what genre she does. She's just an amazing singer and one of the best of today. Even though she's been making music since the late 2000s, but she's more popular nowadays than she was back then. But yeah, Demi Lovato, Holy Fuck was a good album from everything I got to hear from it. So I'm definitely interested to see how Demi Lovato can follow up with her album, Holy Fuck. I know she released Revamped this year, but that wasn't new studio album material. That was just a remixed album where she took her pop songs and took them into a rock direction. While it was a cool album, I'm just wanting new music from Demi. I know 2 years is kind of too soon for her to release another studio album in between Holy Fuck and her upcoming album whenever that come out, but I want it to come out in 2024 because I'm a big fan of Demi Lovato's music. She's a very amazing singer, no matter what genre she's doing. But it would be cool to have another rock album from Demi because she's talented and can make very good rock music and bring back rock music into the mainstream. So yeah, after Demi Lovato, I'm probably going to go with the band Fear Factory. Fear Factory, they last released Aggression Continuum in 2021. That was their final album with the original lead vocalist Brent Seabell, because of course everybody who's a fan of Fear Factory, myself included, knows about the issues that this band had. That's why they didn't get to release a new album until 2021, because before then they didn't release an album until like 2015 with their Genexus album, and then after Genexus they didn't release a new album until 2021. So yeah, it'd be cool to have a new album from Fear Factory in 2024. This will be their first album with their new vocalist. Don't remember the new vocalist's name by heart, but I heard him like cover an older Fear Factory song, and he done really good on it. So yeah, very interested and curious to know how he would sound on a Fear Factory album compared to Brent Seabell. Even though Brent Seabell, really good. He can do clean singing, he can do screams, and I think the new singer can do just as good. I think they found the right guy to do this for Fear Factory, so it'd be cool to have a new Fear Factory album come 2024. So, another artist that I think should make a new album in 2024 and release it, I'm probably going to have to go with, let's see here, who should I think should release a new album this coming year? I'm probably going to go with The Weeknd. I mean, he's another artist who released an album in 2022. That album was called Dawn FM. I tried to get into the full thing in like late 2022, but I couldn't get into the album because it just didn't really interest me much. But I did like maybe a couple songs off of it, but that's probably about it. But yeah, I definitely think The Weeknd should release another album in 2024 because he's got potential to make a better album next time around, if you ask me. So yeah, it would be cool to see The Weeknd go back into his like more R&B stuff, but I still like The Weeknd's synth pop / pop stuff because he does going on it. So yeah, The Weeknd, he'd be another artist that should release a new album come 2024, if you ask me. I know that's kind of too soon, but 2 to 3 year gap in between albums is fine enough for me. Just as long as they're not doing it like every year like some music artists do. So yeah, The Weeknd, he's another one that I think should make a new album and release it in 2024. So who else should make an album in 2024 and release it? I'd probably say Jay-Z, because he hasn't released an album since like 2017. I mean, I don't know Jay-Z's newer stuff. I mean, I don't know if Jay-Z even wants to make music anymore. That's up to him. But I think it'd be nice to have Jay-Z release an album, because in between 2017 to 2024, that'd be like a total of 7 years in between albums, and that's definitely a long gap there. So yeah, Jay-Z definitely due for a new album, because he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's not my number one. I don't know if I have him in like top 5, but he'd probably be in top 10, top 15, somewhere around there. So yeah, I think Jay-Z should definitely work on an album in 2024 and release it, but that's totally up to him. I'm just giving my take on it because I like Jay-Z. He's really good. So another artist or musician that should release another album in 2024, I'm going to go with Iron Maiden. Now, Iron Maiden, is definitely a band who likes to take their time writing new music and releasing new albums, and it's definitely understandable because they're a very great and legendary band. And when it comes to metal music, I think bands should always take their time to release new music. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, it's just not going to sound very good. So yeah, guys, Iron Maiden definitely are a band I think should release a new album come 2024. Next one is going to be the band Testament. Testament, they're one of my favorite thrash metal bands. I really like Testament. I think they're very underrated. I would personally have them in the big four of thrash metal. Replace Anthrax with Testament. I know I'd get hate for that, but I don't give a shit, because I think Testament are way better than Anthrax. Anthrax has some songs I like, but they're a band that I can't really get into too often or all the way, if y'all know what I mean. So yeah, I think Testament should release a new album in 2024. I heard they're currently working on a new album, but I've heard that news for like over 2 years now. So I think Testament is definitely due for new music come 2024, an album that is. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and at least name one more artist. So the next artist and the last artist I think should release a new album in 2024 is T.I., because T.I., he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's just a really good rapper. I really like T.I. Definitely good. I mean, Kill the King is currently the working title of T.I.'s upcoming and final album, because him and his wife been in the news lately with some bullshit allegations. So I guess that's why T.I. doesn't want to make any more music after Kill the King. So yeah, guys, that's all I'm going to put in this list, guys. Maybe I can have some honorable mentions, since I can't think of anybody else right now. So yeah, guys, this is my list for artists that should release a new album in 2024. This video has been a long time coming. Just didn't get around to it, since it was a little bit longer than a lot of other videos that have been on the channel. So yeah, guys, let me know some music artists for y'all that y'all think should release a new album in 2024. This is my list. So yeah, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.